obviously, as I mentioned, it's my first time, but just I'm not a superstar comedian, but I have worked for an estate agency, so I'm used to chatting complete shite to people. Now, I listen to music quite often. I hate to brag, but it's not that too. Now, I came across an article called Bruno Mars. Have any of you heard of Bruno Mars? Yeah. We're surprised with it. Now, Bruno Mars has a song called Billionaire, right? Fantastic song. If you've not heard it, it goes, I want to be a billionaire, so fucking back, something like that, right? Now, I take lessons every Tuesday at 4 p.m, if you want, right? Now, after listening to the song numerous times, I've come to the conclusion that he's just speaking about his mind, about what he wants. Now, if I were to follow such instruction and do the same, I'll get sectioned. Now, true story, guys. I was in Brazil recently. I'm a big fan of it, right? I was in Brazil, and I'm not Brazilian. I'm far from it. Some ginger beard, blonde hair, pale. So I'm Hitler's favourite. But I was in Brazil, and so I've got a bit of Finnish in me, Polish, and Northern English in me. So I work, but I'm also a sign-on. In Brazil, due to unfortunate circumstances, I had to attend a local hospital out there. Now, they're very different to English hospitals. I'll give you 2 reasons. First reason is people are actually injured when they're at the hospital in Brazil. And second reason is no one spoke English. So it's very hard to track what was wrong with me, and they're shouting at me in Portuguese, and I don't know what they're saying, and I'm in pain. So it's a hit a barrier each time we have a conversation. Now, in England, when you go to hospital or a doctor's, a staff member or a nurse comes out and shouts a name, like Dean Smith. Anyone called Dean Smith here? Good, right, they're shouting it, and you go to your designated room, and everyone moves on their life, everyone's happy. Now, in Brazil, it's a whole different affair. In Brazil, there's a big screen with your name, and then big screen. And when it's your turn, your name comes on the screen. Now, Brazilians usually have long names. You've got Jorge, Santos, Oliveira, Rivera, Maria. That's just their first name, right? Really long names. Now then, my name popped up, Anthony Jessup. And when I tell you, the whole room looked at me the same way you look at someone if you took a shite on the floor. Now, any of you sing karaoke? Any of you do karaoke on a Saturday night? Well, I can't ask you to sing, don't worry. I'm burst the speakers. But karaoke is a great sight to see. It's a fantastic sight, especially when it's the northerner doing karaoke. Many reasons, I'm going to go through 2 because I haven't much time. First reason is they're trying to figure out how there's light in the room, yet there's no candles. It just has got a fire up there. And second reason is you can't understand them. Now, it's not because of their accent, it's because their education system is shite. Now, for instance, how do you teach a knuckle scraping Neanderthal? It's very difficult to teach someone, right? I've got my northern English, Now, if I ever visit Parliament, which is unlikely, I have an idea which I believe would change the UK and hopefully the world for the better. And that's to make the police force commission-based. It's a no-brainer in my opinion. Because they take very long to solve a case. They just take years even, right? But if they know they're going to get commission from it, they'll do it very quickly. Everyone's happy, their reputation goes up, people start trusting them more. It's a win-win for every party involved. There's always going to be a prankster though, which can end quite well, can end quite badly. This prankster would then tell a new recruit, can you solve the Madeleine McCann case? Right? Stay with me. But little does the new recruit know that the Madeleine, that they're literally chasing a dead lead. I didn't kill her, so. Now, do any of you own any businesses at all? Any of you business owner? No, you'll work, okay. Now, if you do own a business, I've never owned one myself that I'd like to tell about, but if you own a business, you want to make sure you hold a monopoly in the area, and make sure you get the most customers, the most profit. You want to make sure everyone goes to you. Now, most people do it by conducting market research. They go to their competitors, see what they're selling, see what they're not selling, see what their price are, see what their clientele is, etc. I think that's very outdated. I think there's a modern way to do it, and that is to conduct or speak to local gangs. Right? Local gangs, especially London gangs, they're like the top of the tree, aren't they? London gangs, or gangs even for that matter, know how to hold down a postcode. They've been doing it for years, maybe unethically, but they've been doing it for a long time. And they know how to make sure no one goes in their postcode, right? And make sure they keep just staying in that area. Now, a lot of people give London gangs a lot of stick, I don't know why personally. A lot of stick, but they deserve a lot more credit for what they do for this country. People can learn a lot from them. That's got one, that's good. That's very good. That's all the jokes I got for now, guys. I appreciate you listening, thank you.